Hello, kindergartners. Alrighty, so today is U is for umbrella. U is for umbrella. So today, if you have an art book at home, you're going to open up to the U is umbrella page, color the letter U, and then you're going to make an umbrella to put over top of it. If you do not have your art book, which is totally fine, because some of you guys have been remote since the beginning of the year, we are going to go ahead and make umbrellas today. So you are going to need just a plain white piece of paper like I have here. I'm going to put a sturdy surface underneath it. And then I'm going to draw with a pencil, just in case I make a mistake, I can erase it. And I'm going to draw a big rainbow line. And that is going to be the top of my umbrella. And then I am going to do some smaller rainbow lines, like this. 1, 2, 3, or hill lines, depending on how you want to describe those. Then I'm going to make a dot right here in the middle of my rainbow. And I'm going to draw a line from this point to this point. So from this point to this point, we're going to curve over there. And then we're going to draw a line from this point up to this point. Just like that. And there's the top of our umbrella. Then we just need the handle of our umbrella. So I'm going to draw a straight line down, and then I'm going to curve it up like the letter J. And then I'm going to draw another one of those lines here so that I can make the rest of my umbrella handle. All right, and then if you want to write U is for umbrella at the bottom, you can, just like that. And then today, in art class, we used oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, crayons will work just fine. But oil pastels are kind of a fun art supply to play around with because they are like a crayon, except for crayons are made out of wax and oil pastels are made out of oil. So oil pastels are a little bit messier, they're a little bit smoother, and they color a little bit brighter. So I really like to use them. I use them a lot, as much as I can. It's one of my favorite art supplies. It's one of those art supplies that just reminds me of art class. They smell like art. They smell like my art room. And I just love how bright and smooth you can get these colors. But, like I said, if you don't have oil pastels, crayons will work just fine. If you don't have crayons, then colored pencils are a good option. Markers would be my last choice, especially if you're going to do the last step with us, which is adding the rain. So maybe watch till the end, and then if you don't have the supplies to do the part at the end and you're not going to do it, then go ahead and color with markers. Otherwise, I recommend crayons and colored pencils because the last step is going to be wet, and when markers get wet, they bleed, and we don't really want our beautiful umbrella to get all blurry. Alrighty. I'm gonna keep coloring my umbrella. And I chose to do the warm colors. The warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. Those are those colors that make us think of things that are warm, like fire and sun. So those are called the warm colors in art class. Then I'm going to do my handle brown. You can color your umbrella however you want. Just remember, we are getting to the end of our kindergarten year, so we need to be coloring better and better. We need to be working more on not leaving white spaces, on not scribbling. We want to make sure that we're coloring dark, we're coloring slow and careful, we're staying inside the lines. All of those things are going to help us have first grade quality art. because we are approaching first grade here. It's gonna come soon. So we want to make sure that we are ready for first grade art. So we want to make sure that we are getting better and better at coloring. Okay, so for this last step, it is a fun one. This is my spray bottle full of homemade paint. So how I made this paint, if you have old markers laying around at home, or you color a lot, don't throw those old markers out. All I did is I bought this cheap water bottle at Walmart for $1, and I put my old markers in it. For this color, I used old black markers and old blue markers, because black markers actually, when you turn them into paint, they're not black anymore, they're actually a dark blue. And all I did is I put them down. So pretend this is a dried out marker. I put it in my water bottle, I took the cap off, and I put it in my water bottle like this. I just took the cap off, stuck it in there, and then filled up my water bottle with water. And then I let it sit there for a couple days, sometimes a week, and then I shake it really good, and then I take the markers out and throw them away once all the color's out of them. Then I have a spray bottle full of liquid paint. And so for this last step, I'm actually going to not do this over my desk because it's a little messy. I might actually do it over a trash can. And all you're going to do is spray, oh, I gotta open up my nozzle here. There we go. Is you're going to spray your project. And this is going to make it look like it rained, right? So I just put rain on my project. How cool is that? Another fun thing to do if you decide to use your old markers to make some spray paints, you can do fun things like cut out shapes and then spray and then take the shape